I'm Jack, and apparently furries are trending on Twitter. In America and probably other countries, hashtag Fursuit Friday is on the trending page. So apparently today furries all around the world decided to show their pride of wearing a costume to the entire world with, you guessed it, Twitter. Now, let me just get this out of the way. I dislike furries. I mean, it's just a bunch of adults who think it's their 5th grade costume party, and they are just cringe in general. And honestly, who cares if you are wearing a costume made of fur? Honestly, I don't get how there's such a big community of them when it's literally just people wearing costumes. But a rambling aside, let's go ahead and look at some of these cancer tweets on hashtag Fursuit Friday. And before we do that, I just quickly ask that if you like my content and want to see more, then subscribe. And if you don't, then I don't know, don't subscribe. Enjoy the video. This first tweet is strange, to say the least. As you can see, we have a human adult in a wolf fursuit laying out in like this weirdly seducing position. You know, they have their head propped up by their arm and they're just looking at you with this weird sense of seduction. Now anyways, as you can see that they are in front of a fireplace, and I'm assuming is their house. Now unless you suffer from anemia, then why are you in front of a fireplace in the middle of the summer? It's literally like summertime and you are laying by the fire. And also that's a fire hazard. I mean, you are in a very flammable costume. Why don't you get comfy in front of the fire? Oh yeah, sure, I'd love to if you weren't there. I feel like that's a pretty good idea of the overall cringe in the furry community. Like, it is just so cringy to me that a human adult is wearing a costume, pretending to be an animal, and taking all these pictures of themselves. Honestly, I'm just jealous because I certainly don't have the balls it takes to take a picture of yourself in a costume and post it on the internet for the entire world to see. Okay, so in this next tweet, we got 4 furries next to each other, you know, having a good time. And it says, "Why don't you come over here and have a drink with the boys?"
Yeah, man, I'm down. Let's get some drinks, then do some cuddling in our fursuits,
said anyone with the mental capacity of a literal 3-year-old. Like, I'm sorry, man, but the only drink I'll be having is bleach after seeing this post. Jokes aside, imagine how scared you would be if you go into a bar and see this. Like, okay, picture this. You just got off a long day of work and you go to have a drink at the bar, you know, relax, chill out with the boys. So you drive to the bar and walk in and see this abomination. I would be so scared. I would have PTSD for the rest of my life, and I'm being completely serious. On another note, how did they drink through those fursuits? I mean, do they just like pour it on their fursuit and it just like soaks in and magically they just get their bladder filled up? Like, how does that work? Okay, so this one says, "Where are you going in such a hurry?" And it's like this wolf furry thing standing in front of a door, like it just got done with something, and it's like, it makes me feel like I'm being kidnapped, because like, imagine you're like running away from your kidnapper and they just appear in front of that door like that, and they're like, "Where you going in such a hurry?" Dude, if I got kidnapped by a furry, I would have PTSD for the rest of my life, not even joking. This tweet just makes me feel a weird sense of being kidnapped, even though I'm not being kidnapped, especially by a furry. Also, the way he's standing there feels seductive, but also menacing, but also really unintimidating. But, like, if I were in the POV of the camera, I would be horrified. Okay, so this one says, "Who's cute? You is cute." Thanks? You know, I've been depressed all my life and abused as a kid, but now that you say that, you know, it just all went away. I've always thought I was the ugliest person alive until you said that. Anxiety off the charts. I've been depressed and sad. Thank you, furry. Thank you. You know, now I want to become a furry. Furry pride, everyone. Said literally nobody. Man, I think this furry is blind because, like, I'm the opposite of cute. Like, you can ask anyone who knows me ever. I am, like, the dead opposite of cute. Also, I think, you mean you are cute, you know, not you is cute. You know, you gotta respect the gamer, man.
God effing damn it.
So I just realized something as I was reading through some of the replies and other tweets in this, page, and there's like a whole, I knew there was obviously a community behind furries, but I didn't realize how many people who weren't furries, but, you know, still are part of the community or, like, furry fans. Like, I read through a reply and it was like, "Wow, I've been invited to drink with my favorite, like, fursuit buddies," or something along those lines. And it's just weird. Like, there are these probably mostly children or, like, teenagers who just support these adults in costumes for some reason. It's just not something special. Like, you're in a costume, cool. Like, I get, like, okay, do whatever you want to do, but, like, what? This one is a tweet that says, "Would you hug this deer?" with the like Discord eyes emoji. Well, not Discord, they're just the eyes emoji. I don't know why I said Discord, and it's a picture of like this furry in the woods. And my answer is no, not a chance. Like, this could be Mr. Beast offering me $1 billion, and I'd back out immediately. I'd just like run. I would literally just, if I saw a furry and he said, "Would you hug me?" I would just run. I wouldn't say no. I would just book it out of wherever I was. And if I were you, I would run too. I would just book it. I would run all the way to the airport and get a VIP first class ticket to Brazil. I don't think there's furries in Brazil. Also notice this tweet is tagged with hashtag International Hug a Deer Day. I did some research, and apparently that's like a real thing, except it's not like an international holiday. It's just like this thing people on the internet made up, which is still kind of cringe, but whatever. Imagine being so attached to a costume that you literally torture yourself to be in it. It says, "It's so hot outside." Yeah, that might be because you are in a, like, suit, a costume that covers your entire body with almost no, like, place for air to get in, like ventilation, and it's made out of fur, but always a good time for Durg, which means, like, dragon or something for furries. Dude, you're just straight up torturing yourself. Come on, man, no one cares if you take off your costume. Like, dude, whatever. I also like how he's just so open to the fact that he's torturing himself. He's like, "It's so hot outside, but it's always a good time for Durg." Anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. If you stayed to the end, thank you a lot. It really helps, get me to the recommended. That's what I want, I want to get to 69 subscribers, because that would be pretty nice, if you know what I mean. And thank you for all the support on my last few videos. I hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously, if you did, liking and subscribing would always be appreciated. Not really much else I gotta say. Thanks for watching.